Hello everyone, it's me again, Nancy Finch, doing Nancy Finch's live performances every Monday for Nan Talks. My phone's just done something really strange and said I've got to finish this and start again, but I'm hoping it's going to be all right for half an hour. So perhaps it's time for new devices, I think. So if anyone's on here already and can hear me, just say hi. That way I know that it's connected, as we always want to know, don't we? Everyone that goes on here. Anyway, I hope you can hear me. It says it's live, so I'm going to go ahead. Has anybody managed to do their homework from last week? That was about stretching time. Did anyone ever manage that? Which was really good practice to keep your oh, hi, Penny. It's to keep your pressure low in your life, because you really don't want too much pressure. And the last exercise last week was about stretching time, so you didn't feel that pressure and you felt as if your time was yours, really. So it's nice to see you, Penny. You're the first person on here, which is nice. It's a lovely day. It's gorgeous here in Cornwall. The sun is shining and there's leaves on the trees and the flowers are out. It's absolutely beautiful. So hopefully, Penny, you can hear me? Yes? Thumbs up. So this week we've got something really lovely. So if some of you missed this and you don't get a chance to come on, when you do listen to it, it doesn't matter when you practice this exercise, it's still going to really help you. This exercise from my book I'm writing, The Choice Is Mine, is called Well Done Me, and that's what we're doing today. So it's going to be really good fun, because it's one of my favourites. I say one of my favourites, so all my favourites. I've got about 70 exercises and they all do something great. As you know, everything I create... Hi Andy, it's nice that you're there. I'm hoping you can hear me all right, because the phone was acting strange just as I started it and it said stop and start again, so maybe that's a sign. Maybe I just need a new phone. Anyway, so everything I do, everything I create is always for our chakra energy. It's always to keep us well. And this particular one we've got today is all about your solar plexus area. This is where it really, really helps you. This is the area where you know your sense of self, okay? You know who you are. You are authentic to yourself. You are confident. You are capable. This is your power of knowing who you are. This is your identity. And when that's low, we don't feel those things. So that's why I made this exercise up many years ago. I thought I'm going to make up Well Done Me, because if we can connect to our inner child and we can give ourselves that kind of awareness and support. Hi, Irene. It's lovely you're here. Hi, Christine. Oh, it's nice that you're here too. Lovely. Nice to join. I'm glad you joined me. So I'm just going on about how if we can connect to our inner child, we've got a really good support system with ourselves, okay? Quite often we get so busy with life, we don't realise that we've got to just tune in and find out what it is that we want, that makes us happy, you know? And basically to feel in control of our lives so that we can branch out and do more things. So I made this exercise up to connect to my inner child and to celebrate everything that I've done, big or small. Doesn't matter how big or small these things are. And I share this with my clients and they absolutely love it, because it offers support, it offers comfort. It's a tangible thing that you can do to connect to your feelings on the inside. And let's face it, how many people really get congratulated for the things that they do in their life, things that are challenging? You know, it might be even getting out of bed, it might be, I don't know, going to the doctors, or it might be going back to work, or anything that's a little bit challenging. It might be paying a bill, or getting stuff done in the house or the garden. All those things, those challenges, those things you have to do, they need to be celebrated when you get them done. And so this exercise is a form of you really getting excited and happy over what you've done so you can do more, okay? Physically, this particular exercise is really good, as I say, for the solar plexus. It's good for the spine. It relaxes the whole spine and the tria nerves down the spine. So all of the organs and all of the body get a bit of a tonic when you do this exercise, because this chakra will open when you do it. So physically, I've written a little list here, a short list. Physically, the benefit of this exercise would be the adrenal levels. You know, when you get stressed, it's here. It always is there. And basically, that affects everything. Okay, if that shuts down because of stress, okay, then you are going to feel tense in your spine. You're going to feel tense in your tummy. You might have a little fist of anxiety in there. This particular exercise will help to release that. It helps you in lots of ways. It can help you eliminate panic attacks. Now, that's one of the things that I made it up for, because I know a lot of people do get panic attacks. Even confident people generally seem to be okay on the outside, but can have this anxiety on the inside. And I was one of them. And I used to try and hide it, but I used to have really bad panic attacks, and I'd be so really upset with that, thinking I'm going to faint, or it all got too much for me. The adrenal levels were overdrive. So basically, I decided I was going to make up something that brought me back into a place of being in control. And this exercise really helped panic attacks. So I don't have them anymore, ever. But I used to have them on a regular basis. So anyone watching this might really enjoy this exercise for that reason, okay? It helps your stomach, and it helps people, once this is open and it's flowing, and this exercise will open it in about 10 minutes, by the way. I've timed it. So when you've done Well Done Me, it will open, and it'll be a nice healthy sort of distance from your body, okay? That gives your tummy a chance to regulate what it eats. You'll naturally know, because it's like having a divining tool, this one. You'll naturally know what foods are good for you and what foods aren't good for you. And you'll naturally know when you're hungry and when you're not. And when you don't, then you can't overeat. So it's really good for diets. I found that when my yellow is high, and I meant that my solar plexus is open, then it did help me to regulate my weight. In fact, I lost weight and kept it off for many years if I could be aware of that particular area. So it does help you to eat the right foods. I'm not guaranteeing it, but if you can do this exercise every day, at least once a day, you're going to have a big chance of keeping that one open, okay? Also, all the organs in this area, you know, your liver, your spleen, your kidneys, all of that area, apart from your stomach as well, all of those areas are going to function better. They're going to have new energy to help them stay well. So that's another good reason why we should use that. Okay, this is an identity as well. I'll get to that in a minute. Yes, spleen, yes, all of that, yes. I've just got a little list here because there's so much that it does. Every time I do a NAN talk, there's so much. I could go on for hours about each particular benefit from it. But the emotional benefits, let's go for that. You'll be happier because this releases a nice hormone when this is open, and you'll be happier for no reason, no external reason. You'll just feel happier. You'll feel more in control. That's a nice feeling. You'll feel stronger in your sense of self. You'll feel more authentic. You'll feel you have the courage and confidence to go and do new things. It's very important. And you'll feel a kind of support on a deep, lasting level inside you. Your inner child will feel like you hold his or her hand, you know. It feels like you are there for yourself when you do this exercise. And by the law of attraction, you're more likely to attract more, and this is the best part of it, the more you do this exercise, the more you're going to celebrate things that you do. That means that you're going to be stretching into a more achieved place, all because you have celebrated where you are right this minute, right now. So it's very powerful, it's very easy to do, and I'm going to do this with you now, because I think I've covered all of that. I'm going to do this with you on a practical level. Now you need to think about what hand is dominant. Okay, so my dominant hand is my right hand. This is going to be me, okay? It's going to be me. This is going to be my inner child, my left hand. Now, every one of you can do this, okay? And no one's watching you, I hope. Well, if you are, it doesn't matter. But okay, so you're going to be counting on your inner child's fingers 5 things that he or she has done right. That's 5 things to celebrate. You know, why do we need to celebrate? Well, because we need that kind of validation that we're getting it right. And when we feel like we're getting it right, we're in a really good place to achieve and to attract more. Okay, so all we have to do is celebrate what we do now. Or actually, this exercise can go back if you can't think of anything you've done to celebrate today, and I will help you do that. But you can go back to yesterday or last week or last year or 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. What really matters is the fact that you are celebrating a feeling. You're congratulating yourself like a parent would to a child. And when a parent says, well done, you did that well, how did it make that child feel? And that's what we're after. That feeling is what's going to be so good for your body, your emotions, your mind, and to attract more things to feel the same with, which is a great benefit. And you'll notice it. I did it this morning. Before I even got out of bed. I thought, well done for doing this, well done for doing that. Oh, then when I did ponder around the house, I did a few jobs and I thought, oh, well done me. And all these little things I got done, I felt a feeling of achievement and success. And by the law of attraction. I know my yellow's open because I just know I'm feeling good there. But also by the law of attraction, I found I was able to do more things and achieve more before I even came on here today. So I've had so much I've achieved before 1 o'clock today. I would like you to feel the same. So it's good fun. It might be something that scared you, because what happens when you're doing this exercise, anything in life that's frightened you, made you feel anxious, it helps you to eliminate fear. Fear lives here if it's low. Okay, if that energy is low, that's where fear is. Fear shuts down that energy. And we can be fearful without even realizing it of doing something new, or anxious about going out or seeing people we haven't seen for a long time, any of that. But when you've achieved something, you can say, well done me, and feel the difference in your tummy and in your mind and your happiness level, and you'll attract more, which is great. You'll find that during that day, you'll find that it just makes like a balloon coming off the ground, like helium moving you into a new place. You'll just feel happier and happier. Okay, so you count on your little inner child's hand. Okay, now you can't forget it because it's the left hand, or the less dominant hand. This is you, and this is your less dominant hand. So you might say something like, well done, I don't know, for getting out of bed if you didn't feel like it. It might be well done for making a phone call. It might be well done for not saying something to someone that you wanted to say. It could be well done for teaching yourself something, or for going out when you didn't want to. It could be anything. You'll find the more you do it, the easier it gets to do. Okay, my clients love this exercise because they've noticed it when I do it with them in person. They do it, they count 5 things out loud if you can, and they really feel it. If you can really feel like you're telling your inner child, a 6-year-old version of yourself, not when you were 6, but like now, a tiny little vulnerable person inside you that lives in your tummy. If you could say, well done for handling that problem or sorting this out, and you watch what happens when you do the exercise. You clap and then you hold, and we'll do it together in a sec. But basically my clients would come back to me straight away. They'd say to me, I feel near tears. I feel relieved. I feel support. It's such a beautiful comfort to yourself to offer yourself that awareness and celebration and trust and comfort. Because you trust yourself, you can achieve more when you do this. And it's something we need to do to make sure that we are in touch with, a feeling that we can be more. We can be more courageous in our lives. We can try new things. We can be brave if we have support from ourselves, okay? So the people that have done this, as I say, immediately they feel it. They do usually feel quite tearful because they love that feeling of celebration and validation, because they feel that what they do matters. Even if it's paying a bill or managing a busy day, and at the end of it you think, well done, I managed that, or I said the right thing, or I did the right thing, or well done for buying a present for someone, well done for being kind to someone. All those things we overlook. Nobody actually says that to us. When we get older, when we're adults, nobody says that. People don't go, well done for this or well done for that very often. You might be lucky if your friends or your partner or husband says it or wife says it. You might be lucky. But then you might rely upon it. Isn't it better that we rely upon our own self-celebration? Because that's much healthier. It's a bonus if we get something from other people, but we've got to start saying it to ourselves. And it's a relationship you build up with your inner child. Very important. So, should we all try it? Should we have a little go? Irene, you're still there on the screen. So you get your less dominant hand and you count 5 things, big or small. So can we do this together? I know I can't hear you, but I'm trusting that some of you will do it. So it could be, you must do perhaps a nickname. If I do it, it's well done little Nan for getting that email done. Well done little Nan for tidying up and sorting that area out, or well done for sorting the family out, or whatever. It could be anything at all. I don't care how big or small, okay? It doesn't matter. What matters is that you feel a sense of achievement, okay? It really doesn't matter what it is, okay? So think now, get your little finger, hold it because you're connecting to your child, and say your name out loud. Well done, little. It might be a nickname, or it might be your name just as it is. And think of something today or yesterday that you've done. Well done. And really feel it. As I say, all these things are important. You've just celebrated her or him with this action, okay? Then you go to the next one. Think of something else. It could be anything at all. It could be something you take for granted that you do. So think about that right now. It could be helping a relative. It could be making a dinner for somebody. It could be just looking after yourself that day. It could be yesterday, last week. It could be going out for a walk. It could be anything. Next one, you've got the third finger. Okay, so if you are ahead of me, don't worry, just carry on. You can do this many times a day, by the way, if you need to. Okay, I do it usually once a day on average, maybe a couple of times if I need to. So well done me for, you can say well done me or well done for your inner child. You can have a little nickname if you like. So well done for another thing you've done. It could be, as I say, last week, last year, I don't care. If you go back, you can think you passed your test, you did this, you did whatever, okay? Next one, another one, you've got for, well done me for, and so you can think of anything. Just focus on it. Focus on it for a minute. It's really important that we focus and stop our busy lives just to think, what have I done that's been any different, that I should appreciate myself for? It isn't ego, by the way. This is all about celebration of your inner child so you can feel the confidence to be more yourself, to be a bigger version of yourself, okay? So you keep the connection. Have you noticed? You keep the connection, and then you've got the thumb, last one, okay? Something else that you take for granted. It could be anything. It could be that you've just done your hair, or you've just bought yourself an item of clothing, anything at all. Or you've been kind and bought someone else something, We've got the fifth one. I hope some of you have got that. Okay, now, when you've done 5, you go, well done me. You clap 3 times, and you hold your inner child. Okay, now it's important that you hold. Keep your hands together, okay? When you've said, well done me, you're celebrating in a childlike way. And then you're putting your hands together. And in your hands are like little chakras here. They feel like little heartbeats when you put them together. You're celebrating yourself. You're giving your inner child a chance to feel that she matters or he matters. You're giving yourself control, celebration. I keep saying celebration because it makes you feel happy that you've achieved. And feel the warmth, almost a pulse going between your hands. This is a comfort, support. Well done for achieving anything that made you afraid, that was difficult to do. Well done for getting through lockdown. Well done for anything. Well done for moving out into the world again. Well done. Celebrate all those things and hold your inner child. This is really good for other areas of your body as well, but mostly for your yellow, for your solar plexus. This is going to give you comfort. It's going to help you to feel safe. It's going to help you feel you can do more and achieve more without fear. So you've done 5 well dones on your fingers. Clap and hold. Now it's really important that we hold for about 17 to 20 seconds, because if we hold for that amount of time, then the feeling of celebration, if you can just be an actor or actresses, just feel as if what you have done matters and feel that celebration inside you. That's going straight down, after 17 seconds, that's going straight down into this area. And I know that it's invisible. You can carry on talking to me, this is fine, you think you've finished, but this is starting to charge up now, and you will definitely feel better. And you'll wonder why you feel better. I often show people, I do a card, as people know, I do a card reading on people, a colour card reading, and I do it before and after the treatment. And quite often people with their yellows that are low, that's the solar plexus, will do this exercise and they find it really hard to do because that area is shut. But once they start it and they start to get the idea of it, it gets easier and easier. And then this part stays open and it wants to stay open. So when I do it with them, say I've done the treatment or whatever, and afterwards, say an hour later, I'll do the cards again. And this area shows itself to be open. The card's right at the top of their reading, which means that they suddenly feel more powerful, in control, confident, and nothing has changed on the outside. All they've done is gone inside to celebrate themselves. And it isn't ego, like I said, it's a very, very important thing that we do, because then we're having balance in our life. We can keep doing lots of things and thinking, oh, well, that's okay, I always do that job, or this is what a mum does, or this is what a friend does, or this is what a daughter, son does, whatever. But we do take those things for granted. And if we don't get validation from the outside, on the inside, we feel that that wasn't quite enough, that whatever we're doing isn't quite enough, that we're not really feeling that achievement. So, as I say, for physical, emotional, and the law of attraction reasons, if you could just do this for yourself every day, 5 things. You can do it at the beginning of the day if you wanted to. I did it today. And I wondered, if I did it at the beginning of the day, what would happen? Would I feel more achieved? What would I do? Would I feel more achieved? And certainly it worked within the hour. I found myself to achieve so much within an hour of doing that, because by the law of attraction, it definitely gave me more to feel achieved about. But some people I've asked to do this for, it would be the evening. The evening, you sit down, you have a cup of tea or whatever you're doing, and you think, okay, what have I done today? Oh, I'm just going to do a quick well done as a celebration or a tonic to yourself. It does have to be physical. I mean, I do advise you do this physically. You can do it emotionally. You can do it in your mind. But I really think the physical thing really helps your brain to think that something different has happened. So it helps to internalize the intent a lot more. So I advise some people to do this in the evening, and they do it and they think, well, actually, they might have had an average day, but they've done that and they did that, and they remembered to do this job or remembered to do that, or they didn't have a go at someone when they wanted to. That often works that way as well. They've become more aware now of the things they've got right. Well done, me, and hold. So you're saying well done, me on each finger for individual things if you can. They can all be about one thing if you like, but you're saying each individual one and feeling it. Then you're clapping well done, me. Then you're holding. And the holding, as I say, is just as important as all the things you've just done. Those saying the things and identifying those things you've got right. This is saying well done. This is giving yourself a hug. And everyone needs a hug. It's good for your serotonin level. So that is a good way of doing it physically. But if you wanted to, something else I did, I started this a long time ago, but you can do this if you like. I really would love you to do it. One of my best friends gave me this beautiful diary. Now, I've already got a lovely diary and I've already started using it. So what can you do with old diaries that you haven't used? Or if you had yourself a lovely notebook, buy yourself something that you can treasure, maybe not quite as big as this, and you can call it the Well Done Me book. So I know it's backwards there, but you can see what it means. So well done me. Now, if it was a diary that you could put little bits in that you've done, it might be you went for a nice walk today, or you did all the laundry. That's one in there. It might be that you went to the beach when you don't normally. It might be that you vacuumed the house. It might be that you did some reading that you wanted to do. Anything. I'm just glancing through this. It might be that you learned something. Okay? That's little things that you take for granted. Put it in your book as well. You don't have to date it. It's easier if you don't date it, actually. It's less pressure. But it might be that you've done something different. Put it in your book. Certainly do it on your hands for an immediate reaction to your body and everything else I've mentioned. But your book will keep those things. So when you filled your book, you can go, yes, I did that and I did that. And it's a lovely thing to be able to treasure your celebration of yourself. It's really nice. So I'd like to share this with all your friends and family, because it is always good to empower somebody. And that's what this exercise really makes you feel, because that is where you feel powerful. So if you're feeling and doing this exercise and you see a difference, Share it with your friends and family. You want them to feel empowered. This is how I feel empowered. This is how I get confidence. I wouldn't have any. I used to have panic attacks, remember? I used to be so scared of everything. I was always afraid. All my life I've been afraid. And I had to make these exercises up to try to intend to counteract all those issues, those problems, to heal them naturally. What we're doing, it's like a filter in a pond. We are clearing up all the old experiences with a lovely filter that helps to keep your emotional water clean, if you like. And that's going to help you on lots of levels. So I really love the Well Done Me, and people that know me and try it, they absolutely love it. So please try it, play with it. Tell me how you feel. Did any of you on here actually do it with me just now? Because there's not many on. It says it's only 3 people watching, but I don't mind. People are obviously busy with their lives and work. But if you have done it, tell me how you feel, either on here or message me. Say, just generally, you don't have to get too personal about it. Oh, hi, John, it's nice to see you. Very nice, says John. I thought you weren't here. Well, perhaps at the end of the day, that's my cousin, maybe at the end of the day, you might say, how many cars have I sold? Or did I treat that person well? Yes, I did. Or did I get a great deal on this or that? Those kind of things, you can incorporate this into your work. You can incorporate it into your family life, to your business life, to anything. It is really important to say, well done me, to your inner child. Clap and hold. I know it feels a bit silly at first, but you'll really enjoy it once you get used to it. And it gets easier and easier. If you find it difficult, by the way, it is because that area is shut. And that's a really good reason why you should persevere and do it anyway. Okay? So I hope you all have fun with that. Please rewind it, watch it again if you need to. Make yourself a note, write it down. Maybe get yourself a little notebook or an old diary that you can't use. Make use of it. And really enjoy that exercise. As I say, it's one of the most important areas to work on is your solar plexus. It's one of your powerhouses, so you do need to do it. I do it and I love it. And as I say, it's part of the book I'm writing, The Choice Is Mine. If anybody wants to go back and watch previous talks or meditations, then you can go to my website, www.nancyfinch.co.uk. And the meditation I did last week was absolutely hilarious. The phone I'm using sort of decided to chuck me off Facebook. And just at the end of the meditation, which was hilarious, I sort of opened my eyes to find there was nothing there. It was really funny. So anyway, hopefully that won't happen again. I think I know what's caused it. So go back and listen to those if you want to. The previous talks all do amazing things. I've done quite a few. I think I've done 17 so far. And I would like your feedback on any one of those talks that you find useful to yourself. That'd be great. Next week, or next Monday, we're going to be doing Be Your Own Cake. This is all about relationships. This is about your relationship with making you happy, being your own source of happiness. And that's what I'm aiming at, really. And I'll explain why we should be our own cake. Okay? That's nice, John. Thank you. So to be your own source of happiness, there's so many reasons why that's important. And I will explain, I can't wait to explain that to you next week. You will love it. And I love teaching everybody this because once you get a handle on this, you suddenly take back your responsibility to make you happy. So I hope you can tune in next week for that. Same time, 1 o'clock every week. So I'm going to say namaste and have a lovely, safe week and a lovely, enjoyable, courageous, happy week. And don't forget to congratulate yourself every day. Well done me. All right, lots of love to everybody. Thank you, Irene. Please share this, darling, and let everybody know, because I mean, the more people I can reach out to and get them to use this, the better it is, okay? Lovely. I shall see you next week. Lots of love to you all. Bye.